Delone Catholic High School invites your family to experience our vibrant school community. Visit DeloneCatholic.org today to schedule a personal tour or shadow day so you can make an informed choice about your child's education.
The best way to inform your decision making is to come and see. Visit us. Every day is open house. We welcome you to come by and to learn more about us.
Your child deserves an education that supports your family values. Come see how Delone Catholic High School can support your family.
This is Joseph Shirillo, graduating class of 2023 at Delone Catholic High School in McSherrystown, PA. My previous school experiences didn't prepare me to become the person I am today like Delone Catholic has. And when you enroll at Delone Catholic, you will be challenged, but at the same time, the school community nurtures you to create your own path. Delone Catholic welcomed me into their community and helped me become the person I am meant to be. I participated with the drama department, athletics, organized charity events, and serve in many leadership roles. All of these opportunities have prepared me for the next part of my life. Delone Catholic also helped me to grow in my relationship with God, and now I invite you to join this amazing community.
To schedule a private tour and learn more about Delone Catholic High School, visit DeloneCatholic.org or call 717-637-5969. Delone Catholic, prepared to lead, prepared to serve, and prepared for life.
Hi everyone, this is Danny Smith coming to you tonight from the Sheppard Memorial Gymnasium. You're getting a little bit of the action. We don't have a cameraman right now, so you might not see everything in tune, but we wanted to give you a little bit of a recap. Tonight's our Littlestown boys varsity basketball against Littlestown, and we wanted to give you a season recap before their senior night festivities get started. Our young men have had an impressive season this year, so let's do a quick recap. Thank you to Reverend Rudolph for getting things together, and Luke for our intern getting everything together here for me. We will have Tony and George bringing you the commentary for our varsity game, but before we get kicked off with that, like I said, I'm going to do a recap here of our varsity season and then we will pop over and take care of our senior night festivities right after the JV game is finished. Starting things off on December 6th and 7th, our boys played the Millersville tip-off tournament, and on the 6th they won against Day Springs Christian 72-53, and on the 7th they won against Millersburg 73-49. On the 10th of December, the boys played against York Tech and came out ahead 80-54. The 13th, the boys played against York Catholic and lost 53-66. On December 17th, the boys played against Biglerville and won 73-43. December 20th, the boys played against Littlestown and won 70-51. We saw them come out strong against Southwest and win 67-60 on the 21st. December 27th, the boys played against Gettysburg in the Lions Club Holiday Tournament and won 59-53. And on December 28th, the boys played against Redland and lost 56-68. January 9th was the first game of the 2025 New Year, and the boys played against Hanover, winning 71-38. They actually had a very impressive January, coming out on top throughout. The 10th, they played Bermudian Springs, winning 60-55. 13th, they won against Fairfield, 95-35. On the 15th, they played against York Tech and won 80-57. 17th, the boys played against York Catholic and won 50-45 in a double overtime. That was an amazing game. If you didn't see it, you want to check that out on our YouTube channel. The 21st, we saw that the boys won against Biglerville, coming out 87-53. And on the 22nd, the boys played against Lancaster Catholic and won 67-48. So they're rounding out their season. They're starting tonight with a record of 14-2, and they are second place in the 2A District 3. So way to go to our Squires. I believe we have 2 seniors tonight that we will be celebrating. And we will be capping off our senior nights on Wednesday. We will be rounding it out with the girls' varsity basketball, their senior night. So we want to congratulate all of our seniors in all of our winter sports. If you are looking at different sports coming up for the spring opportunity and you are a student here, stop in and talk to Mr. P about your track and field. I believe baseball and softball are getting ready to start up. I think lacrosse had some notices up, so there's lots going on. We will unfortunately not be able to bring you most of the events for the spring sports. Anything that's not played in the gym or on the football field, we're unable to bring to you. However, we are hoping that we'll be able to bring you some of the lacrosse games. While we are waiting the last couple minutes of the JV, right now the visitors, the Bolts, the JV, are leading 35-16. So Luke's going to bring you some of that bonus coverage while we take care of a little bit of housekeeping. We do want to, let's see, upcoming live streams, Wednesday, January 29th, our girls varsity basketball, which will also be their senior night. On the Thursday, January 30th, we're planning to bring you the all-school liturgy. Monday, February 3rd, that will be our last regular season basketball game, which will be boys varsity basketball. The last of our senior nights will be, after tonight, will be Wednesday with our girls basketball. Of course, we do want to thank our Squire Guild members, Trummer Family Dentistry, GNS Foods, Donald B. Smith Roofing Incorporated, McSherrystown Home Association, Griffith Plumbing Services, McSherrystown K, Council number 2551, and the Ladies Auxiliary. Hanover Auto Team, David Roth Orthodontics, Thrive It, Molly Bruce, Conawago Enterprises, Conawago Contractors, and UPMC. Thank you so much for supporting our school and our student activities, both academic and extracurricular. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to do many of the things we do here at Delone. In addition to financial support, our Squire Guild members support our student body by volunteering as guest speakers, providing opportunities for students through internships, participating in tax credit programs, and through prayer. Please reach out to Mr. Matthew Thomas, Director of Community Engagement. His contact information is on the screen, or you can scan the QR code, and he can give you more information about how you can become a member of our Squires Guild and help promote our Squire community. We do want to let everybody know that the Squire store will be open this coming Wednesday, January 29th, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and between the JV and varsity basketball games. If you haven't checked out our school store, Mrs. Sutphin and Mrs. Knoll have done a wonderful job revamping that and selecting merchandise for our school. These are different than the things you can get in the athletic wear. Checking out with the guys, give me 1 second, where we want to check in and see if they are ready. We are going to, like I said, as soon as this game is over, we're going to be going into the senior night festivities. We have about 1:35 yet left of this game. Oh, and while I have you here a moment, I do want to wish a happy birthday to both my son and my nephew. So, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful birthday. And we love you and we're proud of you. But I do have Luke, our intern. He's here on camera tonight. And like I said, we have George and Tony here doing color and commentary. So let me check with the guys and see when they want to come on, and if they're not quite ready yet, we will do a couple more school upcoming events. Tony and George are going to jump in after we do the Parents' Night activity. We do want to let you know that there's a special yearbook sale happening now, so you can scan the QR code for more information. And if you order before January 31st, you can receive a discount. Delone is seeking presenters for their upcoming career day. So if you're interested and have expertise in one of the careers listed on the screen, please reach out to Mrs. Lori Heberling at lheberling@DeloneCatholic.org. I'm going to take the graphic down and we're going to watch the final moment of the JV game and root these guys on. So we'll be back with you when we start the senior night activities. Thanks for joining us. Oh.
Senior night here at Delone Catholic. We'd like to honor 3 scholar athletes this evening. The first to come out will be Marley Rehall, escorted by her parents, John and Melissa Rehall. Marley has been a history of our Delone Catholic family for the past 7 years. She has been a member of Delone Catholic volleyball and track and field teams. Marley is a member of the National Honor Society Blue Alpha Theta, Student Athlete Advisory Board. She is a Squire Ambassador and is on the school's Recon Committee. Marley plans to attend Caldwell University in New Jersey to study business and be a member of the volleyball team. Congrats, Marley. My second senior this evening is Braden Clayball. Braden is escorted by Andy Clayball. Braden plays basketball for 9 years. He is a member of the Delone Catholic Squire football team and the Student Athlete Advisory Board. He currently has an internship at Allman Performance. Brady plans to attend college and get into the marketing program. Congratulations, Brady. Our third senior tonight is Brady Smith. Brady is escorted by Amy and Kevin Smith. a member of the Delone Catholic Squire football team and track and field team. Braden is a member of the Interact Club, the National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, president of Blue Alpha Theta, and a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Board. Braden will attend college and pursue a career in physical therapy. Congratulations, Braden. And now we'll get a picture. Everybody stay in line here. John and Brian. How about another applause for our seniors? Thank you.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Delone Catholic High School, Sheppard Gymnasium. Here on senior night, you just met the seniors there out there in the court. Marley Rudolph, who was managing this team, Braden Smith and Braden Clayball, and their parents came out there for senior night. Now we're going to get on to the Delone Littlestown Bolt game. George, I'm Tony Weaver along with George Nieder. Luke's on the camera tonight. Bill and Danny Smith are running everything else, directing and producing. Squires coming here at 14-2. George had a great game the other night against
Lancaster Catholic.
I mean, Lancaster Catholic came in here as 0-16, but you would never know it the way they played for 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, Tony.
Delone ended up winning by 19, but it was.
Yep. As Delone gets ready to take the court.
Yeah, the lights go on. Littlestown will be out here shortly now.
Yeah, Tony. Lancaster Catholic came in here the other night, 0-16, and we were shaking our heads for 2.5 quarters. I mean, they played the Squires almost evened up, and that 2-3 zone by Delone Catholic, which it's going to be interesting to see again tonight how much we employ that. That really shut Lancaster Catholic down. They really struggled with it. Delone pulled away.
Well, I think Coach Staub did a great job mixing up the 2-3 zone. He didn't stay with it until the end, but he was throwing some man-to-man and some 1-3-1 zone in there too.
Yeah.
And then if the 2-3 started working, they couldn't get the ball to number 24 Abernathy anymore, and he was their go-to player, Lancaster Catholic, and they shut him down in the second half. Now, another thing, Brandon Way got hurt there and didn't play in the second half, and I'm not sure that had too much to do with the offense, but it might have had a little bit to do with the defense.
That hurt him, Tony. We saw early on he looked like a really good, strong athlete that could run and jump, and he would have helped them on the defensive end, and probably with their fast break game, I would suspect. Him getting hurt really hurt them, but the Squires pulled away in the second half and played some really good basketball.
One little sidelight to tonight's game we want to give you. This comes courtesy of Eric Lawrence. Coach Staub, Brandon Staub here, he has sitting right now in 84 wins, 51 losses. 84 wins ties Tom Flaherty for 6th all-time here at Delone in wins.
Yeah.
So if he wins tonight, he'll move into 6th place all alone, and get this, waiting there in 5th place with 92 victories is JT Flaherty.
Yeah.
You know, back from before we even got here in school.
When we were in grade school, there's a name, yeah.
JT picked up 92 wins as the head basketball coach here.
Of course, I would have been in the old gym back in those days.
So if Brandon has a decent run here in the postseason, he could actually move into 5th place alone. Yeah. Now, for the people out there, little trivia question. Who are the top 4? And I'll give you that answer a little later. I'll let you think about it.
Little trivia question here this evening. I like it. Yeah.
There's the top 4. And you don't have to give them to me in any particular order, but 1, and then 2 and 3 are tied, and then there's a 4th.
Yeah, if you have our phone number, feel free to text us. That would be interesting.
But we know who they are, and I guessed them right, and believe me, it was a guess. But I confirmed it now that we know who the top 4 in Delone history and basketball wins are.
So it looks like Coach Staub's going to pass Tom Flaherty. Okay.
Hopefully tonight he'll go into 6th place all alone and put his eyes on Tom's dad, JT.
Yeah, and sometimes Coach Tom Flaherty is listening in. If you are, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Now, he had a boatload of wins up at Bermudian, too. He just didn't coach here, so, you know, 84 is what he had at this school.
And Tom brought home a state title for us one year.
Right, and Brandon Staub actually He has 84 here at Delone. He has over 100 because he has his wins at Biglerville added on also.
Yeah.
It is Scott Long down there. I was right about him. I don't know who the other two refs are.
Yeah.
So getting to tonight's game, George, Delone played a heck of a game the other night. Braden Smith was just on fire, hit 6 threes, finished with 21 points. Luke Revert had probably the best game we saw him play. We saw him play. I don't know if he had one when we didn't see him play, but he had 20 and did a great job on the boards.
Did a great job on the boards, Tony.
4
also,
blocks.
and a bunch of blocks down low with real good defense. I thought one of his best all-around games this year, without question.
Without question. And then Braden Clayball came alive in the second half. He went into halftime with no points, ended up with 11 in the third quarter alone. He bet 4 straight layups and then hit a 3-banger and finished with 11 points, and all of a sudden he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we also have to talk about Braden Smith, Tony. He was knocking down some threes.
6 threes, and he made a shot right at halftime for a 2-point shot, which was unbelievable. He just threw it up there inside the line.
With 2 seconds to go, we had to throw it 3/4 of the court. He caught it in midair and let it fly, and it went in. It was a very athletic play. It was a highlight reel. There's no question about it.
Yeah,
but Braden Smith, Tony, really hitting that outside shot, giving Delone another outside score. That's big. It's real big. Okay. So.
Yes.
So Luke Revert with a scoring average of 15.2 points a game, and Braden Smith 13.8 points a game. Liam Brown with 13.1 points a game, and then you throw in Braden Clayball and Griffin Collins, each averaging 6. That's a real nice balance, Tony, of scoring for Delone.
Yeah, now the other night, Delone only got really 4 points. They scored 68 points the other night. They only got 4 points off their bench, but the kids that came in gave them valuable time, and the defense didn't drop off at all.
Yeah.
The offense is going to come around because, as we said, George gave you the top 3 scorers, and then the other 2 guys averaged 6. There's still like 17, 18 points a game being spread around the guys that come off the bench.
Yeah. Well, we talked about all the good things that we're seeing. One of the concerns is, as we move on, Delone has got to do a better job of shooting foul shots.
Yeah. Now they did the other night. They made, I think, 63% the other night, which probably, I don't have the exact number, but they're probably up around 55% for the year now, which still ain't going to get it done. Mm-hmm. But they have to try to do that again. But George, but we touch on it every time we do the Delone boys, and we'll do it again tonight. If the Delone boys stay where they are in the districts, and if the league's going to take care of itself, they're going to make the league playoffs, which none of them games count towards district play.
Yeah, let's start there though, Tony. Let's talk about the division, the league that they're in. It looks as if it's very possible. We anticipate, whatever word you want to use, York Catholic and Delone very well could share the division title.
Right. You got to play the games, and Delone only beat Bermudian by 5 here, and they got to go down there to Bermudian on Wednesday night. By the way, we'll have the girls' game here Wednesday night against Bermudian. So you got to play the games.
Right.
But if you're looking ahead, and we can do that, the coaches can't.
No.
That's going to lead to a number 2 seed against the number 3 seed on Thursday, the 20th of February, in the districts in the first round of the AA playoffs. Now, the catch here is there's only 4 teams that make the AA playoffs in AA.
Well, it's something you and I talk about. There's a bunch of good teams right there. Not a lot, but a bunch of good teams. But only 4 are going to move forward.
Yeah, and if Delone plays York Catholic in the first round there, if it stays the way it is, the game will be here. But whoever loses that game's done. On February 20th, their season is over. Where if you win that game, you go into the Giant Center on February 26th at 2:45 and play for the championship, and then even if you lose that, you still go into the states. So what an unfair, it's not unfair because that's the way it is.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate's a better word. Yeah.
Unfortunate that somebody's going to probably go home early. But it's critical, Tony, that the Delone boys keep winning because of home court advantage also.
If you're going to play York Catholic, you want to play them here.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's important to win, and tomorrow night there's a great big game up at New Oxford. New Oxford's also, they play Eastern tonight over at New Oxford, and they're fighting to get in their playoffs, a 5A, and that's very tough to get in. And they're most likely going to have to either beat Eastern tonight, which is a darn tough thing, or beat Delone tomorrow up there in their home court.
So we have a lot going on, Tony.
Yeah,
we got to finish this season, and then we We'll probably jump in the county playoffs, which don't count towards districts.
And both these teams should make county playoffs.
Right, and then after the county playoffs, the districts take place, and then you're hoping you can win that district game so you can go to states.
Yeah.
We're talking about the boys.
Right. Now the girls are in a different. They play in 4A, which because of their success, that's where they are. So 10 teams out of 4A make the district playoffs. Right now, Delone's at number 5. They would play number 4 Boiling Springs if everything stays the same. Now they were leading tonight at halftime up at Littlestown, 38-16. So we assume they probably put that game away by now. But tomorrow night they play New Oxford in a big game because that's a lot of points. That's a 5A team. Hopefully they want to move up to number 4 so they get a home playoff game.
Yeah, both boys and girls are up at New Oxford tomorrow night.
Right. The girls play at 6, the boys play at 7:30.
Right.
There's JV games before that at 3 and 4:30.
Yeah, we won't be doing those games, but you and I will be up there attending those games.
I'll be up.
Yeah.
We're going.
It's always a good showcase. I call it a showcase. It's a great showcase.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what they call it. We have one every year. We either play New Oxford or Southwest here in a doubleheader, and the other one's up at their home.
Great for the fans, great for the players, and we certainly enjoy it. But so, Tony, so Littlestown comes in here. Tony, their record is, I believe,
we have them at 4-15, and maybe hopefully that's the best we can do. It might be 4-14, but we have them at 4-15 officially. That's what we've been told. They've been having a tough year. Delone beat them up there in December, back before Christmas, 70-51 at Littlestown.
Yeah.
And,
well, they come in here, Tony, with Peyton Bossum, their leading scorer, 16.4, and then they have Zach Murray, 12.7 points a game, Jonathan Smith, 8.3 points a game, Nate Albert, 7 points a game. They are their top 4 scorers, and 3 of those gentlemen are juniors. So I'm going to say it's a relatively young team. They got those top three of the top 4 scorers coming back next year.
Yeah, Coach Gaffney, he's not going to quit. And then Littlestown, I don't want to say you can throw the records out. I don't think it's exactly Army and Navy here, but Littlestown Delone's a rivalry in every sport they play.
Yeah.
Starting for Littlestown's number 2, Peyton Bossum, number 10, Jonathan Smith, number 11, Zach Murray, number 13, Nate Albert, number 22, Mason Peart. And for Delone, it's the same starters you've been hearing us say all year here. Braden Clayball, number 1, Liam O'Brien, number 5, Griffin Collins, number 12, Braden Smith, 21, and Luke Rebert, number 32. And Chase Martin's probably going to come off the bench along with Colin Redding and William Smith, and Zeke Vandergrip are the first 4 off the bench.
Yep.
So we're getting ready to go here. It's 4:13. Congratulations to Braden Clayball, Braden Smith, the senior night here, and also Marley Rudolph, who's been managing the team ever since her dad, who's now the AD here, helped coach here when she was in grade school. So,
we call it senior night, parent night, combined night, whatever you want to call it. These coaches talk to these kids when they come in as freshmen and sophomores and say, enjoy it, make the best of it, because these 4 years go by quick.
Yes, they do. Awful quick. Now, what's going to happen here in DCBN, we go dark after tonight until next Wednesday night when we got Delone Bermudian girls. That'll be senior night for the girls. We have them right back here at the Shep Gym in a big game against Bermudian. We'll know a lot more Wednesday night about what's going to happen with districts. Things should be settled out a little bit. And then after that game, February the 3rd, the day after Groundhog's Day, we have Delone here. We'll end the year, their regular season, against Camp Hill, which might loom to be a pretty big game for points.
Very well might be. You're
right.
Right.
We'll go dark for a little bit because of counties. We're not allowed to do counties. They're already contracted out to another place to watch or TV to do. So
or radio station.
Yeah, the first game that we would probably do would be that February 20th at 7 o'clock. If Delone does wiggle a playoff home game, the girls, they play the very next night, the 21st. Even if they don't get a home game, their game will be the 29th, the 21st, Friday night. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there, and then it goes on and on and on. And Delone would lose. If the girls would lose their first game, they can play back. If the boys lose their first game, they're done.
They're done. Yeah. So. Yep.
So the captains are meeting over there with the refs. We got 2:20 to go here. Again, we'll send it over to Tree Lawrence here with about a minute left so he can give us a starting lineup, so we already gave you in the national anthem, and then we'll tip off here a little warmer outside. Let's not go warm, but a little better, a little better night out there than it was on Wednesday night when we walked home.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited for these two games, and a busy week here for Delone. Thanks to Bill and Danny for doing the wrestling match last night. Delone beat Fairfield, but there's only 5 contested bouts in that match, so we're back here for 2 more games after tonight, and then the fun starts. Then the playoffs come in, and hopefully, you know, we followed them last year. Hopefully we get the same opportunity this year to follow them where we did. Because, like we said, the boys only have to win 1 game, and they're up back at Hershey.
But but it's not going to be an easy one, that's for sure.
No.
So anyway, we'll get started here. And I think the Delone boys are probably playing their best basketball right now.
Yeah, they have since they lost in a Christmas tournament. They haven't lost. They've reeled off 7 or 8 in a row here. So all right, we'll send it over to Tree now. And
welcome to the Sheppard Gymnasium for tonight's basketball matchup between the Bolts of Littlestown High School and the Bolts game of Delone Catholic Squires. Delone Catholic is emphasizing good sportsmanship from its coaches, players, and fans. This contest is being played for the benefit of student athletes of these schools. Those who know the signs and the manners and rules that they are permitted. All spectators are asked to remain seated during play until we do a stoppage of the play after the gymnasium. Any spectator by their actions or behavior interfering with this contest will be removed from the gymnasium. In case of emergency, please use either the Delone Avenue exit or the South Street exit of the main line. We would like to thank Eagle Security for being on hand this evening. Spectators in need of assistance may identify security as entrances of the gymnasium. And in the event of sudden cardiac arrest, the closest AED can be found in the gymnasium line. Thank you. Now let's move to tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Bolts of Littlestown High School. Coached by Scott Bradley, assisted by Chad Peter and Mark Foster. He's a senior forward, number 13, Nick Albert. He's a junior guard, number 2, Peyton Foster. He's a junior forward, number 11, Zach Murray. He's a junior guard, number 10, Jonathan Smith. And he's a freshman forward, number 22, Mason Pierce. The Bolts of Littlestown High School. Now let's meet the Bolts men of Delone Catholic Squires. Coached by Brandon Stahl, assisted by Boston Howard and Kenny Powell. He's a sophomore guard, number 12, Brendan Collins. He's a junior guard, number 9, William O'Brien. He's a junior center, number 32, Luke Weber. He's a senior guard, number 1, Brandon Clayball. He's a senior forward, number 21, Brandon Smith. The Squires of Delone Catholic. The referee for tonight's game, Scott Long, Hunter Krabs, and Joel Conroy. At this time, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, please read the text. For the singing of our national anthem tonight, by Ms. Delone Varsity.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright
And we're back here ready for the tip-off. Getting started a little early tonight.
Tony, one of the matchups I'm interested to watch, and I think we should keep an eye on, is the matchup in the middle with Delone's big man, Luke Rebert, 6'5", and Littlestown brings in Zach Murray, 6'6". I'm sure they'll match up against each other. So that'll be a good one to watch, and we'll keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, we'll see Zach Murray going to the jump center right now against Luke. I'll tell you what, they got him down because I think 11's about an inch taller. Scott Long going to toss it up here, and we're ready to go. Ball's up in the air. Delone takes advantage. Collins out front. Man-to-man by Littlestown. Collins drives, gets it back to play ball. Play ball drives to the basket, takes a shot, not there. Rebounded nicely by number 13, Nate Albert.
And I think Nate got a piece of that, Tony.
Peyton Bossum brings it up the court. Delone's going to start in their 2-3, George. Back to Bossum. Across to Jonathan Smith. Albert has it in the corner, back into number 22, and he's tied up. Oh, he's got a whole walk there, I'm sorry. Mason Peart walk with the ball. Delone will take over. Collins bringing it up, being guarded by Peyton Bossum as he crosses the timeline. Smith has it, gets it into Rebert, but he can't control the low ball, and Peyton Bossum comes out with it. Gets it over to Murray, back to Bossum.
Just a bad pass, Tony. Went him on the backside with a lob pass to the basket, but just...
They had to play down, just think Smith's going to take a three from the corner. Oh, we saw that the other night.
Yeah, it looked like a replay just from the other night, Tony, on Wednesday night.
A three. Delone's pressing. Ball's going to be...
Yeah, Littlestown timeout, Tony.
Timeout, Littlestown.
They got stuck in that corner with the ball, and the coach jumped on it and called timeout. But you're right. Didn't take Braden Smith long to pull the trigger, did it?
No.
So
he had 4 from there the other night, and then 2 more down at the other end.
Yeah, I think he likes that corner.
Well, he didn't hesitate.
Yeah.
He got it and fired it up.
Yeah.
And for the people wondering, I didn't get any answers to the trivia question. I'll give it to you here between the first and second quarter. As Coach Staub goes 6th place all alone, passing Tom Flaherty tonight, setting his sights on JT Flaherty, who's in number 5 with 92 wins. Murray. Peart.
Well, it helps to have Luke Rebert back there, Tony.
Smith didn't want any of that. He brought the back ball out front to Bossum.
Delone jumps back into the 2-3 zone. Yeah.
And that goes into Murray, and he lays it home.
Yeah, that's his height there. It gives him a little bit of advantage. Nice entry pass in to make that possible.
Play ball to Smith. Back into clay ball. Stops, spins. Gets it to Rebert. Rebert's going to take it from the outside. Not there. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Griffin. Oh, I thought Collins hit it, but they're going to stays with Delone.
Yeah. Littlestown couldn't control that on the baseline.
Liam O'Brien drives to the basket. Gets the whole way in there and lays it home. Nice move by Liam.
Little finger roll there, Tony, to finish that off.
Smith has it. He brings it across the timeline.
Looks
We're
like
probably going to get it to Bossum here. Did we switch to a 1-3-1?
Yep. Luke Rebert out top. They have to throw over top of him.
Good ball movement into Martin again. He gets the ball out to number, who was that shot? That was Smith. Not there. Smith takes it to the hole. Gets to Luke Rebert. Play ball's going to take a 3. Not there. Rebounded nicely by number 10, Smith. And he brings it up the court. I actually think that last shot that was missed by Bossum. Smith tries to pick it off. Didn't get it. Oh, another time he almost got it.
Yeah, he's quick, Tony. He's got a quick first step.
Back to Jonathan Smith. Bossum has it. Good ball movement by Littlestown. They're trying to get the ball inside. They get it over to Peart.
Delone moving well in that 1-3-1 zone.
Bossum has it out front. Good play there by Griffin Collins getting back on the pass into Murray. Murray's going to take a long three. Got it. We got a 6'6" guy can step out. 5-5 the game right now. Play ball drive to the basket, stops, tries to get it up, not there.
Another block by Murray.
Yep. Wild shot by Clayball that time. Bossum brings it up the court. Delone staying with a 1-3-1. Bossum has it out front. Moving along the baseline as Murray stops, tries to go up. Ball's on the floor. Liam O'Brien has it, gets it down court.
Oh, nice play. Nice save by
Smith
Luke Rebert.
Griffin Collins. O'Brien's going to take a long three, not there. Rebert gives it back to O'Brien, drives to the basket, lays it up. Nice body control, not getting a charge, but he couldn't put it home.
Yep. We stay at 5-5.
Bossum to Smith. Way outside the Bossum. He's going to take a left-handed three, not there. Liam O'Brien on the rebound to Clayball. Clayball drives, lays it up, not there again. We got Chase Martin and I think that's Colin Redding waiting to come into the game over there for the Squires. Murray. Nice block on Peart. Was that Clayball or was that Liam O'Brien?
That was Clayball.
Clayball and Collins are going to take a seat, and like I said, Chase Martin and Colin Redding coming in for the Squires.
Littlestown doing a pretty good job throwing over top the zone.
Murray couldn't make that one go. Liam O'Brien gets out, drives to the basket, gives it to Smith. He's going to take another three from the corner. No, boy, he missed. Nice pass inside to Rebert, and he lays it home.
Yeah, it's a great look.
Great look by
Liam
O'Brien. 7-5 Squires, and they're going to bring this 1-2-2 press down the court now a little bit further.
Change it around a little bit. Smith's out front.
There's a long three, up and not there. That was number 10, Jonathan Smith, taking that shot.
No one on the boards for Littlestown at all in that shot.
Clayball gets it back to O'Brien. Luke Rebert has it. Back to Smith. Smith puts it on the floor, spin dribbles, goes to the basket, lays it up, and got it.
Yep.
Great move by
Great penetration, breaking that zone down.
Delone go to 1-2-2.
It looks like a 1-2-2 trap with Smith out front.
And they're going to call Clayball for a foul. So it's his first, team's first.
So in the 1-3-1, they use Luke Rebert's height. In the 1-2-2, they're using Smith's quickness out front.
Yeah. And then when they break it back down here in the half court, they go back to their 1-3-1.
Yep.
So they press for the 1-2-2 and drop into a 1-3-1. Inside the ball's Murray. Ball's blocked by Delone. Clayball gets it at 13. Nate Albert tried to take that shot. Colin Redding. Back to Chase Martin. Liam O'Brien takes his time.
We had two cutters there at the same time.
That was a good job by Liam not throwing that ball away.
Yep.
Liam O'Brien has it again out front. There's 1:40 left here in the first quarter. Delone up 4. And nice shot, nice pull-up jumper by Luke Rebert.
Yep, Littlestown went to the double team, but Luke turned around and faded and went strong straight up and made a nice shot.
And he didn't take a dribble either. That was the big thing.
Yep.
Oh, just made it across the zone. Murray back out front to Bossum. To Smith, back to Bossum.
I got Colin Redding out front.
Going to take a three. Not there. Rebounded by Liam O'Brien. That was number 13, Albert.
Got a breakdown there, Tony, in the zone where Delone was very fortunate. Maybe a little bit late on that pass to Colin Redding. Got it to him a little bit earlier. He could have done something with it.
William Smith going to come in, and Liam O'Brien's going to take a seat. And so there's 3 subs in there for Delone right now. And that's one thing. Coach Staub's not afraid to put these other guys in the game. Dumped out to Colin Redding.
Nice pass.
Luke. And I don't think Luke knew he was going to get that, and they sort of short-armed it.
Yeah.
We got a jump ball, and it's going to stay with, I guess, Littlestown.
Yep.
With 47 seconds left, 11-5 Delone.
It looks like a 1-2-2.
We'll try to get a final on that Delone girls game. They were up by 22 at half.
Oh, he walked.
Oh, he walked. He took a travel there.
Littlestown did a good job of breaking the press.
They broke it last time, and number 22 there, Mason Peart, he was so wide open.
Yeah.
Sort of caught him by surprise and took a stutter step. Colin Redding has it. Littlestown's going to try their version of that 1-2-2. Over to Colin Redding. He brings it across the timeline, but he's in a situation. Nice play by Chase Martin getting it back. Back goes Smith, William Smith. 21 seconds left. Smith has it out front to Clayball. Back to Braden. Braden into Rebert. Stops. Nice pass. Nice block. Clayball puts it up with his left hand and gets it to go.
Good hustle.
Chase Martin, I'm sorry.
Chase Martin, good hustle there, Tony.
And the shot at the buzzer is no good. 13-5 Delone Catholic here after one. So I'm sorry, that was Chase Martin that made that shot. Liam O'Brien with 2, Chase Martin with 2. 5 points for Braden Smith and 4 points for Luke Rebert for a total of 13.
Littlestown, Tony, Zach Murray has 5 points. One was the 3 for a total of 5, just one score. Delone pretty effective with their defense.
One foul, and the only foul in the game so far was Braden Clayball's foul. Other than that, nobody even has one.
Yeah.
So here we go. Delone will get the ball here to start the second quarter, up 13-5. Like I said, we're back here next Wednesday night for the Delone girls playing the Bermudian Spring girls. They have a game, both girls and guys have a game against Hanover. The guys are home here Monday night, and the girls are in at Hanover.
You made a good point about that Delone boys game up at Bermudian, Tony. Bermudian played Delone very tough down here on our court.
Yeah, we had that game on DCBM.
And Delone's got to go up there and play a good game.
Bermudian plays the type of game that Delone don't like to play against. Very deliberate. Smith's going to take a 3 from the corner. Boom!
Yeah, he's getting comfortable with that shot. Wouldn't you say so, Tony?
I would believe. That's 8 points for him tonight.
Yeah, catch and shoot, never putting it on the floor. He's in shooting range as soon as he catches it, and he's ready to pull the trigger.
Same 5 guys in there. Smith goes to the hole, but ball's blocked. Colin Redding comes up with it, brings it down the court. Colin's going to stop and take a 3, and he got it.
Yeah.
Colin Redding hit a 3.
You're not going to guard me. I'm going to let it fly. Nobody stopping the ball for Littlestown. Nobody home.
Littlestown was on the line. The ball's going to go over to Delone. Let's see who's coming in for Littlestown. Number 40, Logan Hoover, is going to take the place of, actually, we got another timeout, too.
Yeah. Game's getting away from Littlestown right here. I think it's a much-needed timeout by Littlestown.
Littlestown's second timeout, and Hoover's came into the game. I'm not sure if he came in for Peart or who he came in for. We'll have to wait to see when they come back out in the court here. So 6 points for Delone here, 2 threes in the second quarter to up their lead to 19-5. We're trying to get a final from Littlestown for the girls' game. They were up 22 at half up there. The scoreboard wasn't working as Luke and I were trying to decide what was going on. Well, another thing tonight, George, is Delone's, I don't have the exact stats, but their shooting percentage is pretty high.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's a combination of being hot, but also taking really good shots. You know, they're not forcing anything, taking good shots, working the ball well.
Squires put Redding out there along with Braden Smith, William Smith, Chase Martin, and Liam O'Brien out there in the court now. Littlestown, number 10, is that?
10 is Jonathan Smith.
Jonathan Smith, 2 still in the game. Ball goes to Smith. to Redding. Redding holds it out front. Gives the ball to Braden Smith. Braden Smith puts it before and drives. Yeah, we're going to get a jump ball, and that's going to be Littlestown's ball. Oh no, it's just stay with Delone. No, it's the other. Yeah, it should be the other way. Scott Long caught that. They didn't change the arrow. It's blue ball. Littlestown's ball. Now it'll go back to Delone now, but they're going to keep the 1-2-2 on. Peyton Bossum has it out front. Gets it across to number 10. Gets it to Murray. He takes it in. Oh, did Redding block that?
No, that was Liam O'Brien.
Liam O'Brien made the block, and he gets a rebound. Heck of a defensive series there for Liam O'Brien.
Yeah, he blocked the first shot, contested the second shot, but made a bad pass there.
Made a bad pass, and Peyton Bossum took it in late at home for 2. 19-7 now. Chase Martin brings it up the court. Gets it to O'Brien. O'Brien back to Chase Martin. Into Smith. Braden Smith spins. Liam puts it on the floor, throws to the basket, lays it home. 4 points for Liam O'Brien. 21-7. Delone bringing in a host of guys over there. 4 guys are going to come into the game here shortly. Again, they almost break it. Yeah, Braden Smith sticks in front and intercepts the pass.
Good example of his
defensive ability.
How quick he is.
We've seen that. Smith's going to take a 3 from out front. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he just
drops it from there too.
He's feeling it, Tony.
11 points for Braden Smith. Delone biggest lead of the game, 17. Three-point not there. It's going to go over to Delone. End of the first quarter, New Oxford 14, Eastern York 11 up there. We'll be there tomorrow night. We won't be there. We'll be there to watch it. We won't be there to do it.
We won't be doing the game.
So New Oxford in a big game, they have to either beat Eastern or Delone to even hope to get into the playoffs.
Bunch of subs in here for Delone.
Yeah, wow.
Zeke Vandergriff.
Zeke Vandergriff, Collins back in, Griffin Collins back in, Luke Roberts back in.
Colin Redding stays on the floor.
Yeah, Colin Redding and Zeke Vandergriff are the only 2 starters that aren't on the floor. Robert gets it. Puts it on the floor, stops, pops, got it.
I don't think he knew how open he was there.
No, he didn't.
He turned and nobody was there.
He did a good job not walking.
Yes, he did.
He put the ball on the floor there because he had to. They're going to stay in a 1-2-2.
Collins out front.
Well, you're not giving up a lot of quickness with him out front.
No, Griffin Collins got good foot speed.
Hoover got the ball, and they're going to have a long 3. Not there again. Rebounded by Liam O'Brien. That was number 10, Smith.
Those are the types of shots that Littlestown has had to settle for. While Delone's getting almost anything they want.
Calling into Vandergriff, but he's fouled by number 40, Hoover. Hoover's team's first here in the second quarter.
As you said, Tony, not a lot of fouls called in this game.
You know what?
Littlestown with another timeout.
Another timeout. That's their 3rd timeout.
Yeah.
But they're down 19, so, I mean, they don't do any good when you're down 40.
Nope.
You better call them and try to get them back in the game.
Yeah.
Actually, George, there hasn't been a lot of fouls called. There haven't been a lot of whistles.
No.
This game's scooting right along, 4:42. Thank you, Danny, for that update from New Oxford.
Well, Littlestown has seemed to be content to shoot from the outside. They're not really, they're not penetrating the zone at all, okay?
Well, it shocked me, when number 11, Murray got it down low, and Liam O'Brien blocked his shot.
Yeah.
Now, Liam's what, 6, what do they got? We got him listed at what, 6'6", something like that, and he went up and blocked the 6'11", or 6 guy's shot.
Yeah, well, Liam's 6'3", but he's got very long arms. He plays more like he's 6'4" for sure.
Squires moving away. Collins gets it out front to O'Brien. O'Brien back to Clayball. Clayball gives it to Griffin, and Delone will set it up. Man-to-man by Littlestown. Back to Clayball. Clayball gets it to Griffin. Logan Griffin's going to take a shot. Not there. Vandergriff he timed it. Oh, ball's taken away by Clayball and laid in.
Yeah.
I sort of gave up on the play, and Clayball all of a sudden stole the ball and put the ball in the hole for a 21-point lead.
We might have gave up on the play, but Clayball didn't.
He didn't. Number 5 in there, Landon Bossum in there for Littlestown now, along with Peyton Bossum.
And we continue to see this
Smith.
zone play by Delone, Tony.
Murray. Well, Coach Staub knows he has a game tomorrow night, so playing a lot of people here. Ball knocked away. Rebert brings it down the court.
Good job holding it up.
Play ball. Gets it to Liam O'Brien. Back into Rebert out in the corner. Spin dribble, lays it up. Not there, but he's fouled. Second foul of the second period, and who'd they call that on number 11? Zach Murray.
I like the way he went to the hole there, Tony, and kept an angle so he could bank that shot under control.
Rebert shooting 2, first one's up, and he rolls it in. He has 7 for the night right now. Number 22, Peart, back in the game, and Landon Bossum's going to sit down. Rebert's second shot, got them both. I'll tell you what, George, if they get their foul shooting up to 60-65%, they're going to be awful tough.
Yep.
Delone up 23 now, and they still keeping that press on. Peyton Bossum gets it inside to Murray. Murray back out to Peyton Bossum. He takes it to the hole, lays it up, and he's fouled by Vandergrift.
Yep. Yeah, good drive by Bossum.
Now Zeke's first, team's first, but it's a shooting foul, so Bossum's going to be shooting 2. Bossum's first shot's up and got it. That makes it 30-8. Bossum will get one more. Bossum's second shot. He got them both. Brandon Collins gets it across the play ball. Play ball to Vandergrift, back to play ball. Liam O'Brien puts it on the floor.
Yeah,
Zeke's got the play ball.
Zeke's got to put that defender on his hip down there and hold him off to get that ball.
Yeah, he has a size advantage, but that ain't going to do it. Liam O'Brien stops from 15, puts it up there, not good. Wow, nice play by Griffin Collins.
Coming from the backside, strips it clean.
Rebert has it. Rebert spin dribbles, stops. Nice move, takes it up, and he's fouled by number 11, Murray. I think they're going to call it on Murray.
Yeah, good ball fake and step through there, Tony. Drew the
Third
foul.
Team foul. Did he call it on Murray? Pretty sure that's who got it. Yes, that's Murray, and that's his second. Rebert's going to shoot 2 more. You know, I didn't give him that answer.
Well, we'll get to him in the third quarter. Give him a little more time to think about it.
There's another shot. Luke's 3 for 3 tonight from the line. He'll go. Hope I didn't just put the kiss of death on him.
No. Well, Luke's sporting those pink Snickers down there, we can see.
Second shot's up. Got them both.
Yeah, good looking strokes.
10 points for Luke. Delone back up by 23, 32-9. Peyton Bossum has it out front. Cross court to number 13, Nate Albert. Back to Peyton Bossum. And Delone really moving in their zone. Bossum has it. Tries to get it into Murray, but it was knocked away by Griffin Collins. Zeke Vandergrift knocked it away, but Littlestown got it back.
Got a hand on it.
Peyton Bossum has it out front. They're trying to penetrate this zone, but Nate Albert had it back to Bossum. Bossum's just going to take a 3, not there. Rebounded by play ball. Griffin Collins has it to Liam O'Brien. Into Vandergrift, he puts it up and in.
Good hands, Tony. Never brought the ball back down. I really like that. Kept the ball up and finished it.
And that's one thing we saw him. He does not take that unnecessary dribble.
Yep.
Murray has it. Murray's going to take a 3. Not there. Ball rolls out to Liam O'Brien.
Yep. One and done, Tony, for Littlestown. That's the way it's been.
30 seconds left here. Or a minute 30 seconds, I'm sorry. Playball has it. Playball's going to take a 3.
Going to be short.
A little short, but O'Brien's there to clean it up. The ball's going to go over to Littlestown as O'Brien couldn't get it in the hole. Brandon Smith coming back in. Zeke Vandergrift going to take a rest. And let's see, is that that's the starters back in there for Delone now.
Certainly is.
Brandon Smith got a long rest that time. He backed his spot out front. Keeping Murray down, but that's a nice shot.
That's a tough shot by Murray.
Cleared himself and got it in, 34-11 with 1 minute left.
Yeah.
Liam O'Brien drives, stops, gets it back to Collins. Collins gives it in the corner to Smith. Smith drives to the basket, lays it up, not there. Murray again on a rebound. And he gives it up to number 10, Jonathan Smith, as he brings it across the timeline. Delone back in their 2-3 zone. Littlestown down 23 and really no hurry here. Into Murray. Missed an easy peep.
Yep, had a good look at it, just couldn't finish it.
Play ball brings it across with 15 seconds. Over to Landon Collins. Delone up 23. Liam O'Brien drives, gives it back to Clayball. Clayball stumbled a little bit. We got a timeout by Delone.
Yeah. Timeout with 5 seconds to go.
That's their first. 34-11. Let's give you the answer to that trivia question. And number 1 is Coach Jim Dooley.
For anybody tuning in late,
yeah,
these are the wins.
The career wins at Delone. Jim Dooley's number 1.
Coach Dooley.
Coach Dooley. Coach Wilderson and Coach Zinn are tied for second. And then in third place is Jim Livesberger, who was the coach when we were here.
Yep.
And then, of course, fifth place, that's what Staub's trying to get in tonight. JT's in fifth. And Staub, if he wins tonight, will move into sixth in front of Tom Flaherty. So there you go. Coach Jim Dooley was number 1, Darrell Wilderson number 2, along with Dave Zinn. They're tied, and Jim Livesberger is number 4.
Tony, Delone clicking on all cylinders, looking real good with their defense. Their press looks good. Their zone defense is very active. Littlestown having a lot of difficulty to get the shots that they want. Offensively, Delone's taking good shots, seemingly getting the ball where they want it and scoring.
Yeah, Littlestown tried to play man-to-man. I think they're going to go zone here with only 5 seconds left before the half. At halftime, we're going to send it back to Danny Smith, and she'll bring you up to date on what's going on. Delone brings it in. Liam O'Brien has it. Griffin Collins going to take a 3. Not there, and that's going to be the end of the quarter with the score. Delone Catholic 34 and a 21-point quarter for Delone to 11, a 6-point quarter. So it's 11-34. Let's go down to scoring here real quick. Brandon Clayball with 2. Liam O'Brien now has 4. 2 points for Chase Martin. Let's see, 11 points for Braden Smith. 10 points for Luke Rebert. 3 points for Colin Redding. 2 points for Zeke Vandergriff for a total of 34.
Littlestown 6 points in that second quarter, Tony. Bossum has 4. Murray's got 7 for a total of 11 points for Littlestown at the half.
And we'll be back to bring you the second half shortly. We're going to turn it over to Danny Smith now. See you later.
Thanks, Tony and George, for a terrific coverage of that first half of our boys' varsity basketball game, and congratulations to our seniors, not only the ones we celebrated here tonight, but also the seniors on the Littlestown team and all of our winter sports seniors. So thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in to us tonight. Let's get everybody started off with a reminder of our upcoming live streams. We have Wednesday the 29th girls varsity basketball coming up, and January 30th all school liturgy, and February 3rd boys varsity. And I see our AD up here. If you want to grab Tony's headset there at the end. No, yep, that one. I'm going to get Reverend Rudolph here on to join us to let us know what's going on.
Yeah, happy Friday. Can you hear me?
Try grabbing the other headset. We got too many headsets going on up here.
There we go. That sounds better. Happy Friday to everyone. Welcome to DCBN Squire Nation. It's a 34-11 at halftime. Our boys are playing very well. Girls just got back from Littlestown already. Just a varsity contest over there, and they won about won by 30, give or take. And so everybody's rolling this weekend so far. Our wrestlers are at a prestigious tournament, the Demolition Duels at Mount St. Joe in Baltimore, Maryland. So they have a terrific weekend of competition to help get them reset as they head towards the postseason. It's hard to believe. We have about a week and a day left of regular season contests here in the winter.
And I believe we had, did the students get back safely from the March for Life? That bus came in about 6 o'clock, didn't it?
Yeah, I think everybody was rolling in about the same time. But yeah, exciting and impactful day, I'm sure, for those students and chaperones and Mr. Lippy that went to Washington, D.C. today for the march.
And next week we have our varsity basketball seniors night on the 29th.
Yes, against Bermudian Springs for girls basketball. So yeah, that'll be an exciting night. We just had the senior night for wrestlers last night. So again, yeah, it's just hard to believe it's that time of year, but it's a very important time to pause and celebrate not just the senior athletes, but their parents as well.
Absolutely.
We got to celebrate Marley tonight as a manager of the boys basketball team, and what's fun about that is that this is her 7th year being the basketball manager for the boys team.
That's
because
awesome.
I used to drag her along when she was in the 6th grade, and I was coaching basketball, and so she's helped ever since. And so an emotional night for me, to say the least.
You have a lot going on. The other night I know you had multiple people in multiple spots all needing transport at the same time. And
yeah, winter's the hardest with Asher playing basketball at Sheppard University and our kids playing CYO and everything that's going on here as well. And Lydia plays 9th grade basketball. Marley's the manager on the boys team. So yes.
A huge shout out to the parents, all the parents, whether you're working concessions, you're shuttling the kids around, timekeepers, just there's scorekeepers. There's just so many people that it takes to make these activities happen. Also want to thank our refs out there, just because without the PIAA refs, we could not do anything that we're doing. They're a vital role in this. So thank you to parents, thank you to students, thank you to our managers, thank you to our players, but just everybody. It takes many hands.
Yeah, we picked up a few more referees in the York Adams League this year, which is nice. We haven't had hardly any referee issues this year. So yeah, they're still recruiting new ones though. We can always use more.
And I always want to encourage the students, if it's something you think you're interested in, please check that out. I know that Bill worked with quite a few student referees they'd play their game like on Thursday or Friday night, and then they were reffing the younger kids on Saturday and Sunday, and they were coming up with them. So it's a great opportunity for the students as well as the parents.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's how my wife and I met. She started reffing in her senior year of high school, and she reffed in college. And it was later on, I was coaching basketball, and I met her at a game. She was reffing. She wasn't a very good ref, and we got in an argument, and the rest is history.
I think that she might have a different perspective of whether or not she was a good ref.
Right.
But no, it is great. And I mean, the money is great for the kids. It also gives them a great opportunity to do things even postseason when they have that off season. They can do some things to stay involved in sports. And your first couple years you're working with the younger kids, but in a few years you can travel up through and hit varsity college level if you're starting as a 16, 17-year-old.
Absolutely. It's a great part-time job, and future is wide open, as you just said. Yeah. Speaking of money, I'd like to say just a thanks to all those out there who supported the Support Esquire campaign that benefited athletics 100%. And so we're just thankful for all those that have made a contribution. And I know this time of year, lots of folks are asking for money and time, and so we do not take that for granted. We can't do the things like we're doing tonight without support from all of you out there. Without getting the tax-based revenue that public schools get, we rely solely on sponsors and the tuition that the kids pay and support from the community and families. And drives like this are so important to outfitting our kids so that they can not just compete, but compete at high levels.
Can you explain to the people at home who are watching what a Support Esquire program is?
Yeah, so the Support Esquire is a direct giving fund campaign, and so you can simply and the links are still up even though the campaign is officially kind of ended, but the kids were able to send out links, and there's links on our current website as well, the DCHS website. But anyway, yeah, and then you can go in and you can support our athletic program with a donation, $1, $5, $10, $100, $1,000. We had all sorts and all different levels, and every dollar matters, and it's just a great way. And the kids kind of had some fun competing for prizes, and teams competed against one another as well. And we're still calculating the team winner, but lacrosse and girls soccer, they did well. Baseball did really well. So like our teams had fun competing as well.
And I can't stress enough, I mean, those dollars add up. A $1 or $5 donation really goes a long way. And everything we talk about here tonight, you can find on the My DCHS app, which there is a graphic up on the screen. You can also check out on our website. Check us out on social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn. It was funny because I was talking to some students and they're like, "You guys are on Instagram?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're on Instagram."
Yeah, so that's, I mean, the information is there. Just go check it out. There's something for everybody, and all different ways that you can support the academic community, the athletics, the arts. And so, yeah, just please check it out.
And if you have a student and you're looking, to come here, we have the extended deadline till they extended it till February 14th to get $10 off your application. And also right now there's a QR code on the screen where you can scan the QR code and schedule a shadow day, a tour. I think I saw a tour coming through today, so it was nice to see a parent. I think we're getting ready to transfer back over to the guys.
Yep.
Thank you, Reverend Rudolph.
No problem.
For joining
Thank you.
us.
And thanks to Tony and George. They always do a terrific job. And Luke, I love seeing him up here helping out. So we'll see you.
He's been great.
All right.
I'll look at you like say my name, Rudolph.
And we're back here. Thank you. That was AD John Rudolph and Danny Smith there at halftime. 34-11, the Squires lead. We think the Delone girls are back here, so they won their game. We're not sure of the final. If somebody can text us that, we got it. Gave you the answer to the trivia question, so we're all ready to go here for the second half. Delone has the arrow, and here we go into Griffin Collins.
Real quick, Tony, as we're getting started, I want to do a shout out to Joe Sterner. Hope he's doing well. He's listening in, I hope, and enjoying the contest.
And also Marty Clunk down there, and Buzz Clunk up in New York. All the guys that listen. Liam's going to take a long three, rolls it out. Oh, nice rebound by Luke Rebert, and he puts it back home.
Perfectly timed, Tony, on that rebound, going to the basket, getting the rebound, putting it back up and in.
36-11, and George, we're getting close to mercy roll if Delone keeps it up here. Cross court, no, can't get it across from Rebert, and he gives it back to Griffin Collins. Smith in the corner, stops. He's going to take a 15-footer, and he hit that. He don't only shoot threes, he can hit them too.
And that was pretty impressive, putting the ball on the floor with a jump shot there.
That was a nice jump shot.
And Luke's out front in the 1-3-1 zone.
Oh, nice hands inside.
Collins.
Play ball has it, he drives it a hole. Little wild in there, no call. Mason Peart brings it up the court, gives it over to number 2, Peyton Bossum, and here we go. Murray in the corner, long cross court pass to Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, and again, Liam O'Brien picks it off. He's going to the hole. Stops, lays it. Whoa! It don't go. They're going to call a technical foul on Luke Rebert for hanging on the rim.
There's no doubt in my mind that Liam did that on purpose to leave it for Luke, okay?
Yeah.
I really thought, I was watching the play from half court in and anticipating he might do that because Luke was trailing really hard.
So we got a technical foul on Luke Rebert for grabbing the rim, and they're trying to say he held on to it for safety, and there was a lot of people around him, but first shot by number 13, Nate Albert, is good. He'll get one more, and
Tony, it's a good point. There were some people around him, and I didn't know they had to call that. I really don't think they had to, but that's just my opinion.
Well, I don't know. They're talking out there, and it's not like it's a crucial call, but it does give Littlestown the ball. They're down 25 with 6:31 left here in the third quarter.
So 2 foul shots for Nate Albert, right?
Yes. And Littlestown triggers the ball in back to Peyton Bossum. Delone in that 1-3-1. And if you remember Littlestown, this was their big defense last year with the big team they had last year.
Yes.
Into Murray. Murray back over here to number 10. And long three, not there.
Yep.
Missed everything, Jonathan Smith.
Their offense mostly has been that skip pass across the zone and then trying to shoot a three and just not clicking tonight, that's for sure.
Griffin Collins brings it back out. Man-to-man defense. Liam O'Brien over to Smith. Smith stops, goes to the basket, finds himself a hole and lays it in.
Yeah, good. Luke was cutting to the bucket, took some defenders with him, and Smith found his way down the lane to finish it off.
15 for Smith. Murray has it in the corner, cross-court pass again to Bossum. Smith, Murray, Bossum going to probably, no, he didn't take the, yeah, now he's going to pull up and take the three, not there.
Yep.
Rebounded by Smith. And you're right, that's all they're getting.
Yep, throwing across the top of the zone and getting a three-point shot.
Liam O'Brien to the hole, not there. He gets his own rebound, pulls it out, no call, and they're going to keep playing.
Halftime score at New Oxford 29, Eastern 24. That's a halftime score.
That's a big game. That's a big game for the Ox as they wait for Delone to come down tomorrow night. Good passing, and Murray's going to take a three, and he hits it.
Yep.
And we saw him, now he can step out and hit them. That's not his first three of the night.
He's just not getting many looks, that's for sure.
Collins takes it, gets it to Clayball. Clayball cross court to Smith. Look who's going to shoot a three. Little short this time. Delone up 24 with 4:50 left.
If you went back and looked at that shot on film, I thought he was fading away a little bit, not following through.
I think you're right. He pulled, it just was a little bit short. Good movement. Another three by Littlestown. Not there. Rebounded by Delone. That was Smith taking that.
Collins pushes.
Has it.
Yeah, Collins
play
pushes.
Ball back to Collins. Liam O'Brien finds himself wide alone out front, but gets it over to Griffin Collins. Drives inside to Luke Rebert. Puts it on the floor. Gets it back out to Smith. Play ball is going to try to drive. Nice play by Smith getting the ball. Smith drives to the hole, lays it up. They're going to call a block and 2 shots. Smith will go to the line 4-2.
Wasn't sure which way that call was going to go, to be honest with you, Tony.
Bossum, the first foul, first and the third. Yeah, I think he sort of stuck his hip out there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Smith will shoot 2. First shot's up, and it's short. He'll get one more.
I guess Murray had a three-pointer down there, I guess it was.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, Murray's was a 3, the last shot they took there.
Yep.
Smith trying to make it a 25-point lead. His shot's up, and he got it. 16 points for Smith in the night. Bossum brings it up the court, gives it to Smith, back to Bossum. In the corner. Peart. Ball knocked in the air. Oh, nobody.
Everybody was breaking to the bucket, Tony.
And we got a foul on number 12, Griffin Collins. His first, team's first, on a good basket made there by number 10,
Jonathan Smith. We made the block, but everybody broke towards the bucket. Nobody stayed to collect the ball.
Delone brings a slew of guys in. Chase Martin, William Smith, Zeke Vandergrift comes into the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Smith, Jonathan Smith's going to try to make a 3-point play here. It's 41-18 with 3:55 left. Smith's shot, got it. Cuts the lead to 22. Closest Littlestown's been in a while, and Chase Martin's going to bring the ball up the court.
Just picked his dribble up.
Dribble up a little early there.
He got away with it.
Back to Martin, into Vandergrift. William Smith not there. Peyton Bossum brings it up the timeline here. Goes to the hole, stops, lays it up, and he's fouled by Zeke Vandergrift.
Yeah, good job by Peyton Bossum, seeing the opening in the lane and taking that ball to the hole, drawing the foul and going to the line for 2 shots.
Second foul for Zeke, third foul for Delone in this half. And who's that going on? Is that Peyton Bossum, number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Peyton Bossum's going to shoot 2. And Littlestown don't miss many fouls. That's what's keeping him in the game, 20 points. He'll get one more. Second shot, got them both, and the lead's cut to 20.
Good looking strokes right there. And a little press by Littlestown right here.
Well, Delone don't have their starters in here, and I think it's a little early to be pulling everybody, but Chase Martin on a nice move stops, lays it up, and he's fouled.
Yeah, good job by Chase drawing the contact. He was going to the line if nothing else, okay?
So let's see who they called that. I think it was 13, but I'm not going to. Yep, it was 13. It was Albert, and that's his first. Team's second. Chase Martin for 2. First one's up. Rolls it out, not in. Let's see, is that 21 coming in?
It is.
Colton Kaepernick coming in. Martin's second shot is up. Got that one. 3 points for Chase. 42-21 with 3:10 left. Littlestown's playing with it out front. Murray gets it on, tries driving the baseline, stops, lays it up, not there. Xander Griffin a rebound. Colin Redding has it, stops. No call on that.
Just couldn't really get a good grasp of the basketball. Colin couldn't.
Peyton Bossum brings it down the court, pulls it out, sets it up. Over here to Hoover. Back to Bossum inside.
William Smith getting a workout run in the back of that 1-3-1 zone baseline.
Get it into Murray, and he sticks it home.
Yep.
42-23. Lead's cut under 20 for the first time in a while. Martin has the ball. Gives it to Redding. Redding Zeke Vandergriff out front. Chase Martin. Back to Rebert. Back to Redding. Inside to Martin. Whistle goes, and it's going to stay with Delone, and let's see who's coming into the game here.
Liam O'Brien.
Liam O'Brien's going to give Rebert a rest here with 2:06. Liam O'Brien has it, drives it a hole, lays it up with his other hand, but not there. He made one of them earlier, but that one didn't go.
Just couldn't get it up on the glass high enough.
1:55 left. Ball knocked out of bounds by Delone, and a pass from Hoover. Hoover's going to bring it in. Bossum has it. Peyton Bossum going to take a 3, bounces around, not there. Liam O'Brien gets the rebound and gets it to William Smith.
And that shot is there for them.
They just across the timeline. Liam O'Brien's going to stop and take a long 3. Short-armed that one a little bit. Ball's on the ground, tied up, and it's going to stay with Littlestown.
Good job by Colin Redding contesting for that rebound, fighting hard for it.
And number 10 for Littlestown, Jonathan Smith, going to come back in the game. He's going to give Nate Albert a rest.
12 points in this quarter for Littlestown, by far their best quarter of the game so far.
12-8. They have Delone outscored this quarter. Hoover. Ball into Murray. Spins, turns, no, it didn't go. Nice rebound by Nolan. Gives it up to Redding, or Smith gives it up to Redding. Redding drives the basket, tries to get it to Zeke Vandergriff.
I don't think Zeke was looking for it.
Nice defense by Liam O'Brien there.
Yeah, good job not to foul. Really contested the shot.
And Zeke puts it up, not there, gets his own rebound, lays it up, and it won't go. Liam O'Brien puts it up, and it won't go. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Littlestown after all that.
Well, you got to get an A for effort. They were really banging the boards hard.
They
just couldn't get it to fall. But Littlestown just couldn't control that rebound.
William Smith going to trigger it in, gets it to Liam. Back out to Chase Martin. Martin drives, gets it to Vandergriff, spins around. Colin Redding with a 3, not there. How Vandergriff came up with that again, I don't know, but he did. And he missed a shot, so now it's 20 seconds left. 19-point Delone lead. with 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ball inside. We've seen this before, 3-shot, and he can hit him from out there.
Yeah.
And he cuts the lead to 16 now.
Zach Murray. That was a 3, right?
Yeah. Ball taken away by Littlestown. That's the end of the third quarter with the score 42 for the Squires and 26 for Littlestown after a 15-point quarter, and Delone had an 8-point quarter. Let's go over the scoring here. 2 for play ball, 4 for Liam O'Brien, 3 for Chase Martin, 16 points for Braden Smith, 12 points for Luke Rebert, 3 points for Colin Redding, and 2 points for Zeke Vandergriff.
Bossum has 6. Jonathan Smith has 3. Zach Murray putting on a show. He's got 15 points, Tony. And Nate Albert with 2 for a total of 26.
Well, let's see if Delone brings their starters back in here as the lead has gone the whole way from 27 down to 16, and 1 more quarter left to play.
Well, Zach Murray's 6'6" junior. He averages almost 13 points a game. Right now he has 15 points for this game. And you're right, Tony. He's shown an ability to score down low or step out and knock down that 3.
Yeah. And their leading scorer, Peyton Bossum, how many does he have? He's having a tough night here.
Yeah, he's got 6 points.
So let's see what happens. Delone are sending their starters back out here in the court, and it's their ball. See if they can get the momentum back up and going here. They don't want Littlestown to get too much closer, and Littlestown sends out number 5, Landon Bossum, number 2, Peyton Bossum. Murray's still out there. Picked up the offense, picked up the defense a little bit. Landon Collins out front to Clayball. Clayball to Smith. Smith from downtown. Bounces around, not there. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Littlestown. Delone will stay in a 1-3-1. A 1-2-2 here, looks like, trap. Smith to Bossum, to the other Bossum. Murray's taking a little bit of a rest here because they got number 13 in the game now, Nate Albert. Peyton Bossum.
That shot's there for Jonathan Smith.
Yeah, if
he wants that shot, he's not pulling the trigger on it.
Nice in-bounds pass, and he gets it back out to Bossum. Smith has it again, gets it to the other Bossum, off his knee, and Braden Smith takes it away. Brings it across the timeline. Bad pass. The Clayball's there to clean it up. Drive to the hoop. Liam O'Brien has it out front now as things settle down a bit with 6:50 left here in the game. Landon Collins has it out front. Murray's getting ready to come back in the game over there.
Yeah, you can't leave him on the bench too long.
Clayball lays it up. He's fouled by number 2. I think they're going to call that.
Yeah, Peyton Bossum.
Peyton Bossum's second foul, first team foul here in the fourth quarter. That'll get Murray back in the game after Clayball takes his first foul shot here. Clayball's first shot's up and short rim, not there. And Delone, just some of the momentum that they had coming out has left the team here. Yeah, the starters are back in the game now, but second shot for Clayball, again, no good. Rebound by number 10.
Delone sitting on
Jonathan
42 points here, Tony.
For a long time. 6:30 left in the game.
Delone goes back into their 2-3 zone.
Murray back in the game. There's a pass to him, up and in.
Oh, pretty play.
Came
pretty
around
play.
the back, and the lead's now only 14.
Zach Murray finding his way down low. Beautiful pass, and he puts it up and in.
Griffin Collin drives, take a 10-footer, bounces around, not there. Nice rebound by Rebert. Gets it to Clayball. Clayball's going to shoot a 3. That's not there. Rebound nicely by Liam O'Brien and stuck back in the hole.
Well timed by Liam coming in from the right side, getting that at the high point and putting it back up.
Give him 6 points for the night.
Got to be impressed the way Littlestown has battled back here, Tony, in this third quarter and early fourth quarter.
There's a 3-pointer. Got it, number 10.
Jonathan Smith.
Jonathan Smith, and the lead is now 13. Rebert gets it to Smith. He's going to take a 3 from the corner. Not there.
And all of a sudden,
momentum's wearing the blue shirt now.
Yes, it is. 13-point lead.
5:31 left. 13-point lead as Delone has only scored 10 points here in the second half, and Littlestown has scored 20.
The Littlestown coach has to be really happy with the performance of his team here in this second half.
Murray again under the basket. Nice play by Rebert that time, getting his hand in there way to Brandon Smith. Lays it home, but he's fouled and back. You're going to get 2 shots.
Yeah, good play. Send him to the line, take away the easy 2.
Who's that? Was it 2 or?
Yeah, number 2.
And that's Peyton Bossum's 3rd foul.
Yep.
Smith will get 2 shots. His first shot's up, not there. And here's where the foul shooting. He'll get 1 more. Smith's second shot, not there again. Littlestown saved it under the basket, only down 13. Peyton Bossum brings it up the court. We're down to 5:05, another 3-pointer. Missed by Hoover. Clayball has it out front, stops, brings it back, Collins.
Well, he had a lane there. Clayball had a lane there to drive if he wanted it.
Smith's going to take a 15-footer. He thought he was fouled, but no call. Clayball making a pest of himself, but they do get it out.
Yep.
Bossum going to the basket, gives it to Murray. And we got a foul on number 12, Griffin Collins.
Littlestown doing a good job pushing the ball, taking it to the hole, and drawing the foul.
Griffin Collins going to get his 2nd foul, 1st team foul here in the 4th quarter.
And Murray goes to the line.
Murray goes to the line to shoot 2, and he missed one. 4:41 left in the game. Murray will get a 2nd one. 2nd shot's up. Missed that. Clayball. How he comes up with the ball half the time is beyond me.
Beautiful.
Nice, beautiful give and go there.
Yeah.
Luke Rebert sticks it home, 14 in the night for him.
That you can really see where Liam O'Brien and Luke Rebert have been playing a lot of basketball together.
Oh, ball taken away by Clayball. Stops, goes to the hole. And they're going to call a block on it. Looks like Clayball's going to get 2 shots. Bossum, that's his 4th.
Those were 2 big foul shots that Littlestown missed down there, Tony.
Yes, it was. The 3rd foul, Littlestown, and Bossum's 4th. And let's see, Braden Clayball go to the line for 2. First shot's up. And it falls through. 3 points in the night for Clayball. He'll get 1 more. 2nd shot's up. Rolls around. Oh. Shooter's that one in. Shooter's touch.
Yep.
48-31, Delone. 4:20 left. Hoover has it. Gets it back to Bossum has it now. Drives. Murray from the corner. Not there. Nice rebound by Liam O'Brien, and he's fouled by number 40.
Yeah.
Logan Hoover, his 2nd foul, 4th team foul. Delone shooting the rest of the way now.
Good job by Peyton Bossum pushing that ball up, Tony, drawing the defense to him, kicking that ball out.
Do we got a timeout here? Timeout by Littlestown, that's their 4th. They get 1 more timeout.
Kicks that ball out to the corner to Zach Murray, who just couldn't get that shot to fall.
All right, let's reset here. 48-31, 4:08 left. 4 fouls on Littlestown, 1 foul on Delone. Delone's shooting the rest of the way.
Zach Murray, the leading scorer for Littlestown, with 17 points.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in the game because we got Luke Rebert with 14, Smith with 16, and Murray has 17.
Yeah.
And you know, like you said, most of these kids are juniors, and Delone has O'Brien, Collins, and Luke Rebert coming back, along with Colin Redding and William Smith, who's seen a lot of time here tonight. So there's going to be a battle here for next year, too.
Mm-hmm.
Delone up 17 here. They got control of the game a little bit more with the missed foul shots and the 2 conversions now at the other end. Delone still has their starters on the court. And Littlestown brings out, let's see, number 11, Murray. Bossum's out there with 4 fouls.
Nate Albert's out there, number 13, along with Jonathan Smith. Number 10. Peyton Bossum, number 2.
Delone will bring it in.
Logan Hoover, number 40.
Griffin Collins drives. gets it to Rebert, and he jams it home.
Got a little bit of lift there.
I think they wanted to see that.
Yep.
Under 4 minutes, Delone winded out to 19 again.
Nice assist by Griffin Collins on that jam.
A three-banger not there, rebounded by, going to give that to Littlestown. Although I think Murray was on the back there a little bit.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought that was really Delone's ball, but tough call down there.
Oh, he can't do that. He can't come back in. But anyway, O'Brien has it. Gives it up to Collins. Collins is going to take a three. Not there. Nice hustle by Smith. He gets the ball, but it gives it back up to Peyton Bossum. Bossum going to the basket. Lays it up and swatted away by Liam O'Brien. Braden Smith down here at the end. Nobody on him. He lays it home.
Liam O'Brien with a big block.
18 points now for Braden Smith. And Delone again comfortably up 21. Starters have righted the ship here. Going to call foul on Delone. That's their second here in the fourth quarter.
Score from New Oxford at the end of 3.
Eastern has gone ahead up in New Oxford 43-28 at the end of the third quarter.
As they go back and forth.
Yeah. At the end of the third quarter.
43-38.
43-38. I thought that's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, 38. So New Oxford down 5 up there in their pivotal contest. Murray shooting 2 and misses the first one again. Gets it back. He's going to take a 3. Not there. Rebounded by Griffin Collins. He tries to hit it off Bossum. Wait a minute. We got something called by Scott Long here. I don't know what it was. Foul. Griffin Collins is going to be shooting because that's their 5th foul. And I think the call was on number 40. Yes, it was Hoover, his 3rd. And that's going to send Collins to the line with 3 minutes exactly left. Delone up 20. Collins to the line, 4-2. He's yet to score tonight yet, George, which is unusual.
Mm-hmm. Pushes the ball well up and down the court and plays real good defense.
Going to get to his first shot. He got that one.
Yeah.
So he's off a Schneid with 1. In comes William Smith and Luke Redding and Clayball and Smith. Both seniors are going out. That's a nice gesture.
Yeah.
Get them out of the game, get them guys a hand on senior night here at Delone. Collins will get one more.
Well, the 2 seniors have brought an awful lot to this program this year, Tony.
Well, for 4 years. I mean,
yep.
Collins' second shot, not there. Rebert rebounds. Gets control of it.
Thought we'd get a tie up there.
Yeah.
Thought we'd get a tie up. Yep. It's either a tie up or a walk, but I thought it should have been a tie up. Yep. It's all right, Luke. Just play on.
Well, he broke through and I think Delone's going to call a timeout here. So with 2:58 left, Delone up by 21. Eastern has taken the lead up at New Oxford by 5. In a very pivotal contest for the Colonials with Delone coming in there tomorrow night.
Yeah, Colonials have their eye on districts and they need to win these games.
They need, yeah, they have some tough, now 5 of their last 7 games are at home, but and they're in 5A, so there's no use not rooting for them except for tomorrow night. But we'd like to see as many local teams make the playoffs as possible. But Eastern's really, really tough. I mean,
Yep.
Let's see who the Squires have out there in the court. Liam O'Brien, Colin Redding, Luke Rebert, William Smith, and Griffin Collins out there. And the same 5 that left the court. Bossum has 4 fouls. Smith's out there. Number 13, Nate Albert's out there. Murray's out there. And Hoover's out there. Bossum brings it across the line. Delone in that 2-3 zone. Not giving up any easy shots. Ball's taken away, but quick hands by Collins. He gives it to O'Brien, back to Collins. Vandergrift waiting to come into the game here with 2:35 left in the game. O'Brien drives, stops, 2 dribbles.
Yep.
He was waiting for the call. He knew he did it.
Yep. We make that call on the playground as well. Yep.
Robert's going to go out. Vandergrift's going to come in. Yeah, Liam knew he did it. No, he didn't hear a whistle right away. He figured, I might as well put it up. They're not going to call it. I'll keep going.
Yeah.
And let's see, number 10's coming into the game. That's Will Holtz. Number 33, who I don't have a 33 on my list. Luke, who's 33? Luke don't know either, then just call him 33.
Played in the JV game, I believe.
Probably, yeah. Oh, Littlestown sent some other kids in too. 23's in there for Littlestown. All of it. Oh, okay, Leba. Reading has it. So both teams have emptied their bench now. Both teams have put the other guys in the game. Into Luke Vandergriff, he turns and lays it home.
And again, Tony keeps that ball above his head, doesn't bring it down on the floor, which is key.
4 points for Zeke tonight. 55 to 32. Delone's taking control in this quarter again. Got it back up to that 23-point lead. Nice hands by Colin Redding out front. Up to the basket, lays it up, not there.
Yeah, nice. Joe Stone.
Colin Redding out front. Back to William Smith. Redding, ball bounced around. Littlestown takes control of it. Comp has it for Littlestown. He gets it taken away, back to Redding.
Smith
going to the basket. And they're going to call offensive foul on Smith, and I think they got that one right.
Yep. Well, Delone hit a brick wall in this fourth quarter, Tony, only scoring 6 points. They had a good third quarter. They scored 15 points. A little bit of a lapse there for Delone there in that third quarter, I thought. But
well, they left a lot. They played a lot of guys in the third quarter.
They did. Yes, they did. You're right. The game was well in hand. It really was.
Taken away. Ahead for William Smith. He lays it up and puts it home.
Yeah, that's a nice pass by, who was that? That was William Holtz with a nice pass forward.
20 seconds left in the game. We'll wrap it up here. Remember, Wednesday night, we're back here for the Delone girls against Bermudian Spring girls. And we'll know more about district playoffs then. Delone on a fast break. Zeke Vandergriff gives it back to Colin Redding. He lays it up. No basket with a walk, so with 6 seconds left.
I thought it was a good left hand. Yep. But, well, 6 seconds to go here.
6 seconds to go. They're probably just going to play this out. Okay, the final score here is Delone Catholic 57 and Littlestown 32. So let's look at what happened here. For Delone, Brandon Clayball had 4. 6 points for Liam O'Brien, 3 points for Chase Martin, 1 point for Griffin Collins. Braden Smith had 18. William Smith had 2. Luke Rebert had 16. 3 points for Colin Redding and 4 points for Zeke Vandergriff for a total of 57.
Well, Littlestown, Peyton Bossum was 6. Jonathan Smith was 6. Zach Murray high for the game, 18 points. And Nate Albert with 2. Zach Murray needing a little bit more help. Littlestown with 32 points for the game.
So that runs Delone now to 15-2. And that should keep them right there in District AA. The girls won tonight, so that should keep them right there in 4A.
And we wish the Delone boys and girls good luck tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night at New Oxford. We'll be there we're watching the game. We won't be on DCBN. Next DCBN broadcast is Wednesday night. There's a mass on Thursday, Luke wanted me to say. And then we'll be back here the following Monday for Delone and Camp Hill boys. For DCBN, I'm Tony Weaver, George Nieder, Luke, and Danny and Bill. Good night, everybody, and thank you for listening.
Good night.